Hope that you're having a beautiful day. If you are hopping on here, please let me know. Really appreciate it. Same thing, if you have time to share this out or it feels right for you, absolutely do that. Lately, I've been really feeling energetically called to specific people and wanting to start sharing their work because I know it's going to help more people. Again, sometimes we have great intentions to help others and we don't always do it. So just remind yourself to really tap in as well to who you feel called to, and also maybe take some time to focus on your blessings at this time. With new moon energy, I've already have done a full reading all about this specific new moon. So if you're looking to learn about the new moon in Gemini, as well the solar eclipse energy, absolutely watch my YouTube channel reading, and you'll be able to listen to a bit more and how that connects specifically to you. Hi, Isabel. So let me know, Isabel, if you are feeling any energy around this new moon. I'd love to hear where we have so much energy happening right now. There's a lot of stuff going on. I just had my vaccination, and that I know for myself, doing that on the new moon, there was no coincidence that that's how it ended up being scheduled. So that's a perfect example of how, for myself, I feel like there are these little blessings that are coming from a little bit of discomfort, as needles are something that they often don't sit very well with me. So these are just, this is a simple example of how I'm feeling energy, and I'm really trusting that there's a lot of stuff happening underneath the surface. So again, if you're feeling energy, feel free to share maybe what you're feeling. I was hoping today to do some new moon affirmations, because for people that don't know, affirmations around this time are really, really helpful to raise your energy so that you can bring in new things that you're looking to attract, but also receive and maybe respond to in different ways. I'm getting a lot of rewords. And also, for people that know nothing about Mercury retrograde, which we are in right now, it is all about the rewords. So it makes sense that when we have a Mercury retrograde energy combined with the new moon, there's going to be a lot of respect, reattaching yourself to maybe old things that didn't go your way in the past, okay? So the way that I do my readings with the reword, when I come on here and do my lives or I do anything, I just really respond to energy in the best way that I can. Meaning, when I'm being thrown a curveball, I make sure that I have enough skills and tools to be able to respond in ways that best suit me. So when I do new moon work, I have to make sure that my energy is really, really high, so that I'm not getting stressed out by all these curveballs, such as a solar eclipse. Okay, because when a solar eclipse comes in, it's going to help us over the next 6 months. So, meaning there's going to be a lot of pulls. There's push and pulls, but there's a lot of energetic pulls. And so what's happening is we're experiencing conflict in the Mercury retrograde. There's little rubbing up against each other, and it's not the best thing. But what it's showing us, when we take time to reflect, what is it showing us, right? So these are things that we can take a mental note on. We don't have to spend too much time focusing on, but just bringing it back into what we are joyful about, which is these affirmations, okay? So today, my ritual for you guys is actually more how to spread good energy out to yourself and towards others, because during times of change, we really need this. So typically, I will write down all the things that I'm looking to attract as if they're already in my present. So if you go into my YouTube channel, underneath rituals, you'll see my new moon ritual. But based on where the energy is right now, we really just need to make our ritual very positive, very loving, very compassionate. And especially in Gemini energy, we have to keep our mind really healthy. because they like education, they like to be active, and if we're not doing that, the energy can be very destructive. So although in Mercury retrograde we're taught to kind of chill out and slow down, the Gemini energy is here saying, yeah, but let's keep the mind busy so we can breathe and affirm, and at the same time really just come into an observing state. So less writing, more like mental appreciation, higher frequency, etc. So if you're feeling heavy at this time, there's absolutely a reason for it, okay? And everybody responds to new moons in general differently. And so it's going to depend on your astrological sign. It's going to relate to your personality, your knowledge, your life path, so many different things. And if you would like to book a session with me, you can go into robinshealing.com. As well, I have a Reiki level 4 coming up. I have a retreat in September. I'm going to be teaching an Akashic Record certification at the end of June. So I'm doing my best to kind of share with you guys live what I have going on. As sometimes I have events and they just don't always get posted to my website and stuff. So as I feel called to it, I'll just come on and share more things that I'm doing. But feel free to even email me and say, like, what products would benefit me, because I make natural products, and I'll just share. I'll be like, oh, I feel like you should come to this event or get this product. So I'm totally open to just email me that way, okay? So been so tired the past few days, but today feels better. Happy energy around. That feels good. Yeah, so fatigue, absolutely, because eclipses are, as I said, it's a pushing and pulling, but there's a strong pull. So what you're going to find is this change is really, for me, what I feel like it's the drain, right? Okay, oh my God, another change? Another change? Oh my gosh, how many more changes are going to be happening? A lot, okay, guys? We're in eclipse season. So our full moon was our lunar eclipse, just started. Now we're going into solar. So if you do reflect back to the full moon, think about what you released. And feel free to share if you can remember what you released with the full moon, whether you did or didn't. For myself, I released a lot of negative entities, negative people, naive people, etc. So as I reflect back between full moon and new moon, I'm like, holy moly, holy moly. So just keep that in mind, okay? Look at how things have shifted in the last couple weeks. Just as simple as that. I can tell you there's this roller coaster piece, right? So gratitude is key. Lots of changes, that's for sure. Yeah, okay, so let's just hold space here. So what I'm doing is I'm just putting my hands like this. So that's also what you can do, okay? Released a lot of negative people. Yeah, that's amazing. So what you're probably doing is the energy that I get for you, Isabel, is you're trying to, like, and I don't want to say trying, but this is probably why I'm even holding my hands like this. It's because what you're looking to do is almost spread your wings. You're working on more soft and gentle energy, right? So when we look at the mirror there of, okay, I'm looking, so for your new moon, maybe it's I'm looking to attract more gentle and soft energy, then that means I have to look at myself in that way and where I'm blocked. Where am I not being gentle and soft and kind with myself? Where am I not being gentle and kind and soft with others? And so when we can start to look at that and reflect on that, it's like we're kind of like, whoa, okay, maybe there are still some things I'm releasing around this. So it might be, as you even right now, like smudge sprays are really good. For myself today, I have homemade rose essential oil that I made for myself, and I asked that rose oil to vibrate the energy of calming and like anxiety release because of the needle I was getting. So these are things that are kind of coming up as, okay, so for me, it's like releasing fears, right? Mental fears. And if it's you, if it's related to how you approach your relationships, right? Do you go all in, or are you only halfway in with your relationship? So there's lots of things to look at around here, but that's where like bringing the good energy in, right? Like those types of products. Sound healing is a really great tool around this time, okay? So actually, before I went for my needle, I went into my Akashic records, I started doing some Reiki and tapping, and I started to create sound healing through my voice. I started chanting. I went into light language. So for people that don't know what light language is, I do teach that in my Akashic Records program. But it's basically, we just go into this very relaxed state, and we start kind of like shifting energy through whatever comes out of our mouth, basically. And it's very like love and light language, okay? But it's a vibration that really does clear energy. So anyway, that's what was coming up for myself. So this is what we have to do as well, is aside from getting readings and healings, by the way, I had a powerful healing session by Suzanne Arsenal. And if you ever have the opportunity to work with her, she's wonderful. She's very sensitive and kind, and I really like her approach. She kind of gets some of those like fears through emotion code, kind of like out in the open for you to understand them. So we actually, because I'm getting into dream interpretation, we started getting into that. So again, for me, I know that my new moon, as I'm getting the healing sessions, it's opening up to, okay, I'm meant to do dream interpretation. Keeping in mind, I've already started attracting that in the past. So when we're doing new moon work, we're doing a combination of what you said last new moon, a month ago, and then also your next new moon is still going to be related to these things. So it doesn't always come in the time frame that, again, we want it to. So be really mindful of that. The kind and gentleness is talking about more lifespans and life cycles. And some people would call it timing, okay? Yes, right on point. Okay, Isabel says. So what I'm doing is I'm heating up my hands. So you guys can also do that as well. So I was putting my hands out. This is when we get into a receiving position, meditation, when we create a little bit of energy in our hands. By the way, if you'd like to do a Reiki level 1, I have that under my Robin's Healing website as a digital copy. So you get everything that you need to be certified in Reiki level 1, minus having me there. Okay, so you're not going to get a certificate, but you're going to get the all the healing and all the stuff that comes with it, okay? So we're creating a little bit of fire here. We're creating a little heat. And you'll probably be able to feel in your hands like a burning, okay? So what we're gonna actually do here is we're just gonna feel into our energy field, okay? So this is actually just a way to increase our energy. You can almost visualize a ball of light. Could be purple, pink, a lovely champagne color. And we're just feeling our own energy. Okay, so my hands are like burning. Essentially, we're expanding our energy. So if you're feeling a bit tired, it's also very cleansing. We will often work with clear quartz, selenite. Mine feels really good. It's calming, but it's kind of like a vibrating feeling. So it's just, again, this is more kind of like an energy ball exercise. Waking the body up, okay? And breathe. So when we come into a position, I'm going to take a few deep cleansing breaths, breathing in from the earth. And on the exhale, you can just kind of go, and just really let that out, okay? So very, very therapeutic. Some people probably just need to yell and scream, but we're choosing to vibrate it through the sound of Om. Okay, lots of different chakras that we could say, but we're choosing Om. Okay, breathing in again. Oh yeah, that was a goodie. That felt like it was going more up. Okay. Breathing in again. And again, just if there's any darkness or shadow work that you're still doing around this time, just embrace it. It's okay. Just feel what you need to feel. Breathing in. Just really on the exhale, just pushing any negative energy that might be coming up for you. When I say pushing it away, it's kind of what we're just doing with our hands. We're just removing it gently through our own breath, becoming aware that that negative energy doesn't serve us anymore. Let's do one more final one now that we might be getting the hang of this, drawing all the energy up from the earth. Exhaling. Okay, I feel like there might be some stuck energy in there still. So as you're finding your own breath in your own time, if it's on the replay, go to a place or a space where you feel most comfortable. Otherwise, when we go to do breathing exercises or any type of like chanting, like we're kind of walking into, we need to feel safe and comfortable. So if you're like half-assing it, just allow yourself to do the full breaths and be able to take the time for yourself, okay? So you can also put your hand up to your chest between your heart and your throat. And let's put the other hand on top, okay? So we're just going to find a comfortable position. Try not to focus too much on doing things wrong or right. That's where we can get into a bit of fixation, which is the opposite of what we're here to do. So just coming into this safe, soft, gentle place, calming the mouth, the ears, calming the hands. We're going to do a few I ams. So I'm going to fill in the blanks for you starting off. So I am comfortable. Taking a deep breath. So you can repeat after me. I am safe. Breathing in. I am abundant and magical. Breathing in. Grounding yourself maybe with a crystal. Allowing the mind to focus, just following the breath. Then you're going to do a fill in the blank. You can also share later. I am blank. I am blank. I am blank. And again, there might be some energy there that's still a bit stuck, and that's okay. So now we're just gonna just come into that place of what we're affirming: safety, comfort. And we're gonna visualize ourselves in our ideal space. So maybe it's the beach, just as an example. What is your ideal space for you? And feel into this environment. Feel into the feeling. So are there seagulls? Can you smell the energy of the ocean? Can you touch the water? Can you feel the wind? Is there music? Are there people? If so, who are these people? Your ideal people. Are you having fun? is their food. What is your food preference? Just allowing yourself to let go and continue these thoughts. Allowing yourself, maybe I could expand on this. How can I improve this? How can I make this more ideal? How can I make this more luxurious? And could I add more pleasure? Does it feel peaceful? How can I create more peace? And just allowing yourself to really sink into the heart. Really focus on the loving sensations. Is it sunny? Is the temperature warm? Are the people attractive? Do you have your cell phone? Do you work? And just inviting this beautiful purple energy to surround you in this environment. Invite this beautiful, loving, safe, confident, healing, very comfortable sensation. Just through visualizing, see this purple light getting brighter, expanding, surrounding you and everything around you. Just trusting that it's offering you healing. And again, we're expanding the energy out. Would you like to know that it's safe to trust in these sensations? And if so, say yes. Would you like to know that you can express these desires and dreams that you have to the universe? And if so, say yes. Especially in this beautiful new moon energy that's going to hear and listen and help us expand and grow and evolve. And just coming back into your space with gratitude. And really, again, you can share what you've identified. What is your new chapter? What is your new beginning? I know for myself, what came up with being around water is I went straight to, that purple light was quite strong for me. It was like a very vibrant, almost like a deep purple. And I had dolphins in my situation. And dolphins bring me the most joy. So it makes me think, okay, like maybe I need to get, without analyzing too much, because I'm attracting this anyway, but it makes me think I also need to initiate some of these things by recognizing what came up in my meditation. But for me, it's like, okay, probably have to get on a boat or a kayak or some type of it feels like more of like a water sport, to really get out and explore the birds or whatever creatures come out when I'm out in that open energy. And trust that that's going to be healing for myself. In whatever shape or form, as I said, to allow ourselves to just trust, okay? So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please make sure that you check out my new moon ritual underneath my YouTube channel as well, because that's going to add on to these things that we've already done. If you're watching the replay, let me know. Thanks for spending time with me today. Love you all. Sending lots of positive healing light.